Last week we talked about Kwacha. It has dawned. That moment when you suddenly see clearly. Some of you watched that video on New Year's Day. Maybe you felt something, a recognition. But then January 5th came. Back to reality. Back to Lusaka traffic. School fees due, working long hours, bills piling up. Same pressures, same patterns. And some of you are probably wondering, I felt something, but nothing's actually changed. Here's the truth. There's a step that happens before anything can dawn on you. And most people skip it. That's what today is about. Here's something I've realized. Simple, but uncomfortable. You don't need a new year. You need something else entirely. A new calendar doesn't fix old patterns or unexamined living. Resolutions? Last January, the one before, same money stress, same time pressure, same drift. You pressed reset, but the bugs, the hidden patterns, kept running. Without awareness, January is just December with fresh paint. New year, new me. Same patterns, until awareness. Let me tell you what I watched happen last month to someone close to me. December salary came. Plus Christmas bonus. You know that feeling when that bank SMS arrives? That Kating ping? Your account has been credited with 18,000 Kwacha, 14,000 Kwacha salary, 4,000 Kwacha Christmas bonus. He screenshot it, sent it to his friends group WhatsApp chat. Everyone celebrating. That feeling, Twanwa again. His brain switched off, in a good way, imagining, finally clear the October Kaloba, get ahead on rent, maybe save something this time. 1 week later, we're at Manda Hill. He needs something small, checks his balance at Zanaco ATM first. You know when the ATM slip shows two numbers, actual and available. Actual, 8,000 Kwacha. Available, 900 Kwacha. And I watched his face, confusion, panic. He scrolls through transactions, wedding WhatsApp, 1,000 Kwacha. Chilanga Mulilo contribution, 500 Kwacha. Brothers' school fees, 2,000 Kwacha. Yama's fertilizer, 500 Kwacha. Rent, 3,000 Kwacha. Zesco, 600 Kwacha. Water, 300 Kwacha. Groceries, 4,000 Kwacha. Airtime. Fuel. That Friday night out, he was the big buyer. Then he says, I can't remember deciding to spend most of this. 200 Kwacha here, 500 Kwacha there. Each felt small because he'd seen 18,000 Kwacha. He wasn't tracking the total. The money leaked out in 100 small, unconscious moments. By the 29th, he's checking Kaloba rates again. And I realized, this isn't about recklessness, it's about awareness. Smart, hard-working people aren't careless. They're just not paying attention in the right way. Here's what I'm learning from watching this pattern, in others, in myself years ago, everywhere. Most problems in life don't announce themselves. They accumulate in moments we don't notice. Money doesn't disappear dramatically. It leaks, 200 Kwacha here, 500 Kwacha there, until you're calling Kaloba again. Time doesn't vanish in one wasted day. It slips away in just 5 more minutes on TikTok, repeated endlessly. Relationships don't end in one fight. They fade when you're physically present but mentally gone. Health doesn't collapse in one meal. It deteriorates in daily choices we're not tracking. Charlie Munger talks about the boiling frog. Put a frog in boiling water, it jumps out immediately. Too hot. Danger. But put it in cool water and heat it slowly. The frog doesn't notice. It adjusts, adapts, until it's too late. That's us. We don't notice the water heating. We adjust. We adapt. Until one day we're drowning and wondering, when did this happen? Small leaks sink big ships. You never notice until you're underwater. But here's what I've discovered. With awareness, real deliberate awareness, direction can change. Not overnight, not dramatically. But the leaks, they can start getting mapped, then mended, then closed, one by one. That friend, once he saw it clearly, once he truly understood where his 18,000 Kwacha went, he couldn't keep pretending it wasn't happening. Once you truly see something, you can't unsee it. And that's where your own Kwacha moment begins. Not with a new year, not with a resolution, but with clear awareness. Our forefathers understood this. Before Zambia could be independent, people had to become aware that things could be different. Let me tell you what colonial rule actually looked like. If you were Zambian, any of our 73 tribes, you couldn't vote, couldn't own land in town, couldn't hold senior positions, couldn't move from village to Copperbelt without a chitupa, a pass. Your labor built the railways from Livingston to the Copperbelt. Your sweat extracted copper from Nchanga, Nkana, Mufulira. You worked. Someone else benefited. And for years, people accepted it. Not because they agreed, but because it was just there. The system. Like water to a fish. But then something shifted. Kenneth Kaunda, Harry Nkumbula, Simon Kapwepwe, others. They started asking questions out loud. Why do we work the mines but stay poor while owners in London are rich? Why do we build the railways but can't ride first class? Why do we follow laws we didn't make? They weren't asking permission. They were becoming aware. Awareness became organizing. Organizing became action. When Kenneth Kaunda stood before crowds and shouted Kwacha, it wasn't just a word, it was an awakening call. It has dawned, we see it now, things can be different. And thousands shouted back, in stadiums, in mine compounds, in village squares, Kwacha, Kwacha, Kwacha. First, awareness, seeing that colonial rule was fundamentally wrong. Then, decision, choosing to act. Then, October 24th, 1964. Here's your parallel. Autopilot. Drift. Patterns you didn't choose. You work Monday to Saturday, yet the money goes before you do. Busy all day, can't recall what mattered. Moving, not toward anything. If you don't become aware, 5 years pass unchanged. Still broke. Still borrowing at 25%. Still drifting. Our forefathers didn't stay asleep. Had they tolerated, never become aware, there'd be no Zambia. We'd still be Northern Rhodesia. But they woke up. Awakening, awareness, changed everything. You need your own awakening, your Kwacha moment. See the leaks, money, time. Once you see, you can't sleepwalk again. Awareness doesn't solve it instantly, it gives clarity to choose differently. That's personal independence, it starts with awareness. So what does awareness look like in practice? Simple questions, that's all. Money. Did I decide this or am I just reacting? You see 500 Kwacha sneakers on Facebook. Before tapping buy, pause. Do I need this or am I reacting? Time. Is this what I said I'd do or did I drift? End of day, honest check. I drifted. WhatsApp an hour, TikTok another. Relationships. Am I present or just here? Just asking creates awareness, creates a gap between stimulus and response. That pause, that's where your Kwacha moment lives. Here's what I want you to try. It's January. We're just starting this year. Forget resolutions. Forget complicated systems. Just do this. Become aware. 1 week. Pick one area. If money feels most urgent, track every Kwacha. Not to judge yourself, just to see where it goes. Map the leaks. If time is urgent, log your day as it truly happens. If relationships, notice how you show up. Present or just there. No pressure to fix, just awareness. See the pattern. Leaks get mapped, mended, then closed. Change becomes deliberate. Next Thursday, something practical about money. How to stop your salary from disappearing before you even decide where it goes. Real strategies. Clear, simple, actionable. But this week, just become aware. Notice where your money, time, and attention actually go. Because this could be the beginning of your own Kwacha moment. Maybe, when December comes, you'll look back on 2026 differently. Not because you achieved every goal, not because everything became perfect, but because January 2026 wasn't just December 2025 with a fresh coat of paint. It was the year you woke up. The year you stopped sleepwalking through your own life. The year awareness changed everything. The year it finally dawned. If this landed, I'll see you Thursday morning. Subscribe so you don't miss what's next. And comment, which area are you tracking this week? Money, time, or relationships? This is Kwacha Life Lessons. One idea every Thursday for people who want to live deliberately. Kwacha,